Hello and welcome everyone. I am Linda Israel and thank you so very much for being here at my live stream on YouTube. I go live every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time unless I'm on vacation or something else comes up, but generally I'm live or I have a premiere video that you can come and watch. If you're watching this as a replay after the live stream has ended and you're on a computer, you can look for the little gear at the bottom of the screen and change the speed. If you're on a mobile device, generally the three little dots at the top, you can use those to change the playback speed to get through it a little faster, because generally my live streams last around 2 to 2.5 hours. I want to thank Robin for being my moderator and administrator and note taker throughout the live stream. She is generally my one right-hand woman, if you will, and I am so thankful to have her. She also is an administrator of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Occasionally, if she's not available, one of the other administrators will come over and help me, or a friend will help me moderate the video today. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those questions. If I don't see it, please ask again. Or if you know the answer to somebody's question, please answer it. Hey, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to share with us by saying, hey, I have a YouTube channel and this is what I do on it. You won't be able to share a link, but you can at least talk about your YouTube channel. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you are having a great day, let us know. But honestly, we don't want the negative, what is going on in the world right now, because we are here to escape that, to be inspired, to be friendly, and have some fun. During the live stream, you have an opportunity to earn junk bucks. You can type !bucks to see how many that you have once Junkie Joe is up, because this is preliminary and I've pre-recorded this. Once you have 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those by typing a ward and you can get a $10 off coupon to my shop. How do you earn junk bucks? Just by being here, chatting with us. So make sure that you speak up in the chat so that Junkie Joe registers that you're here, and by playing the in-chat games, and then also whenever you make donations. Occasionally I have raffles. In fact, right now there should be Junkie Joe coming up. You can type !raffle just as that says, and you can enter the raffle to win 200 junk bucks. If you make a donation during my live stream, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. You can see the name scrolling across the bottom here, and create a user account. Once you've created a user account on my website, make sure that you use the contact me form and say, hey, my name is on YouTube and I donated, and then I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. What does that do? Well, a member of my website in the YouTube donator membership gets 5% off orders in my shop, gets several digital downloads for free, and during the live stream when you donate, you get a chance to win the journal that I raffle off at the very end. Throughout the live stream, I will have different raffles giving away prizes. If you will type !raffle when you see those come up, then you can have a chance to win those items. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here today. When the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about today's video, or if you have questions and you're watching this as a replay, use that comment section down below. Also, look in the description box to links to the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, as well as by Linda Israel, my Instagram, Twitter, my website, and generally I try to update the products that I use, and those links are in the description box as well. All right, well, let's get started.
Hello, everybody. I'm live. Can you see me? Can you hear me? So glad to have you here today. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to do some mixed media play. I've got my gloves on because I didn't want to get paint all over me. I've already been playing a little bit. I cleaned back my surface just a little bit. Hey, yay, Cricket, you won 60 junk bucks. Thank you to everybody that is here today. Hey, if you're here and you're just lurking, do speak up in the chat because I'd love to welcome you here. It looks like Norma, Robin, Cricket, and I think I saw Louisa and who else? Sheila and Ruby, Lily and Norma. Did I miss somebody that I see in the chat? I'm scrolling back up. So thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you supporting me. The gloves are out. I have to do a shout out right at the beginning. I don't see her in the chat yet, so I'll mention it again later. Robin, if you see Morgan later, let me know. Morgan sent me a birthday gift. I broke my crocodile. It doesn't quite work right. I had to tape it and I've glued it. Because it fell and broke, and she sent me the newest version of the crocodile corner chomper, which I really love because it will chomp through thick materials. It's easy to operate. It doesn't hurt my hands. So thank you so much. And she's my favorite, the little bottle of Aline's Tacky Glue that comes with the Always Ready lid. So thank you for that. You're so sweet. Hey, Janice. Hello. So that was really sweet of her to send that to me. I may take my broken one up to the shop. That way when we have workshops, it's what there's up there. If it gets broken, it's already broken. It's no big deal. All right. So some of the people in the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group commented on mixed media stuff, and they wanted to know how to make some mixed media backgrounds. And these are some that I did yesterday and a couple of them this morning. And they wanted to know direct to paper. What that means is instead of using like a gel plate or other surface to transfer the media, we're going to apply paint and whatnot to a book page in this case. And I'm using stencils and a couple of rubber stamps to make some background paper. So you can kind of see what I've done a little bit of. Here's one that's the Romantic Flourish. I thought that was kind of pretty. Some of my stencil clubs. And then this was where I just did a whole bunch of different things. So I'll show you what we've kind of create. Again, if there's a stencil that you would like to see, let me know. If I can grab it, I'll get it out. I don't know that I have every single stencil in my craft room, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Robin. Yes, that was an awesome birthday present. So thank you so very much. So I have a book. I have a couple of them. This one was something that my mom gave me right before she died. And I just cut the spine free as best as I can with like a craft knife. And then I'll come in here and rip my pages out. Some people will gut a book just for the cover, and they're wondering, what do I do with all these pages? Well, you can rip them out, especially if they're somewhat thick type of a paper, not super brittle. You can use these as a base to make some mixed media pages. So I've already got a few of those out. I had a couple of books, so I just wanted to show you how easy that was. And what I'm going to do is grab a couple of book pages and lay them out here. like so. I also have a brayer. If you don't have a brayer, you could use like an old gift card to scrape the paint on. I prefer the brayer because I think it's smoother, but you don't have to have it. And I do recommend a soft rubber Speedball brand type of brayer. You'll find some in the stores that are hard, and you don't want the hard for this, you want the soft. That way you're also prepared that if you ever get a gel plate, you already got the brayer. And I've got some acrylic paints. Some of them are just craft acrylic paints. I also have some heavy body acrylic paints. And let's get started. So what I like to do is kind of create a background color. When you do gel printing, you do this last. So here we're going to do it first. We're going to create a color in the background, and then we'll stencil on top of that. So let me see, what colors do I want? I've got this kind of a pale teal, and I'm also trying to use up some old paint. So sometimes it'll come out a little bit gloopy, but that's okay. I'm just going to put a little bit on each piece of paper here. I find that it's easier to work on 3 at a time. I think I'll also do this hyacinth. That was turquoise, light turquoise. And then this is hyacinth. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on there. I've also got a morning blue. It's a real pale blue. All right. So I've got a few bits of color. So I'm just going to kind of pick up my brayer and coat my papers. Now, if I feel like I got too much paint, I'll grab one more book page. It's handy to have a bunch of them all ready to go to the side. Now, depending on what you like, if you want to completely obscure the text, then just keep adding layers of paint. If you just want it to see a little bit of it, you can just kind of give it a little bit of that transparent look. It also depends on the paint you're using. Some paints are going to be more opaque than others. Yeah, if the hard one will leave lines, Julie, for sure. Hello and welcome. Today, instead of an actual journal, because I've been working up at the embroidery shop with Henry, I'm going to give away a creative kit. So basically one of my subscription boxes. You can pick from a current box that I have in stock, and I will send that out to you when I get back from vacation. Henry is taking me for my birthday on a cruise, and we leave Friday, so I've got to go tomorrow and work up at the embroidery shop. He's got some orders that have to be done before we leave town. So that's it. That's the first layer. Just adding some color to the background. Now, what I like to do is set these aside to air dry. So I'll just kind of put them over to the side, and I'm going to grab a different one that I painted earlier. And the reason being is I don't want to lay a stencil on wet paint. So that's why I'm going to just set these aside. And I've got one here that's kind of similar in color, okay? Thank you, Julie. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to clean up a little bit. I got a rag here that I wipe back. I'm using one of those non-stick craft mats, and they are not all created equally. I would definitely get one that says it's coated. I bought some that were not coated. Like this is what it looks like, the non-coated ones, and everything soaks right through it. But it's better than paper under where my arms are, because my craft mat doesn't come all the way to my edge. So I'm just going to use that. All right, let's start with some stencils here. So I'm going to grab, I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. And I think these are the August Stencil Club. So August Stencil Club. And this has got 2 different patterns on here. So you know what? I think I'm going to lay this where it's going across both sides. And then let's pick a color. So how about, oh, thank you, Robin, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate your support and helping me. You are a doll. Okay. I have some purple here. You know, sometimes for me, it's trying to decide what color that I want to play with. So I've got a purple here. So I'm going to shake it up. Oh, that's right. This one was almost empty, so I added some water. So let me get a newer bottle because that's going to be too runny. I'm getting rid of the crusty bits that are on there. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit of paint, maybe, if my, there, paint will go. It's got a paint booger in it, I can tell. And then I have these are the Ranger ink little daubers. I always like to have a couple of them on hand. And I just rinse them out with water and then let them air dry and reuse them over and over and over. In fact, one of them fell on the floor and I've lost the handle. I gotta find the handle for it because it came apart. They're not that expensive, so it's okay. All right, so I'm just gonna pounce straight up and down with some acrylic paint over the design. You may need more. You don't want to have a bunch on your brush because it will seep under your stencil. I'll just go ahead and do both sides with the purple. So what's going to happen is the openings are going to receive the paint and the stencil pattern will be revealed once we pull it up because of the areas that didn't get any paint. That's why I like doing this with stencils. It's just, sometimes you're like, ooh, what's going to happen? Ooh, there we go. So we got some triangles over here to the side. I'll bring it so you can see. I've got a little tub with some water and a little bit of thieves in it. You like that paint booger? It's kind of gross. So, all right. So I got that over there. Wipe my hands off. So there's one. Just quickly adding a little pattern. Set that aside to dry. I think one of these is dry enough now. I can come back. Let's pick a different stencil. This is also from the August Stencil Club. And I think this time I'll just add a little bit of pattern in a couple of the corners. Maybe over here too. I like sometimes using the smaller book pages like this. Cancel. Alexa, cancel. Alexa, cancel. Shut up.
Wait 30 seconds. Once the router is back on,
I'll just hit her. I'll unplug her. We call her the bee in the box around here. We don't really say her name. All right, so I'm going to peel this off. So now we got patterns on both sides. Put that in the water. I've got the Diamond Bar rubber stamp. Mine's mounted because I purchased mine back in the 90s. That's how long I've had this rubber stamp, and you can see it's well used, well loved, and it doesn't go bad, so I didn't see any sense in having the unmounted version when I like this one. So the heifer wouldn't hush up. Just hush it, hush it. She is stubborn, isn't she? Like, all right, I'm just going to unplug you, you heifer. All right, so now I've put some, this one's metallic paint. It's called Sapphire, and it's metallic paint. Thank you. I love that too. It's one of my favorites. And now I'm just going to pounce on the surface of the rubber. okay? Like it's using it as a stamp pad. So I'm going to stamp this. And I'll do it again. Let's put it over here. Just adding a little bit of texture, and maybe one more time. Let's go right here. And then when I'm done, I'm going to dip it into my water over here to the side. I'll show you on the, I think you can see on the sewing cam. Let's see. So I'm just putting it in the water just a little bit. And then I've got a rag. And I'm just kind of wiping it off. And there you can see there's some crusty bits on there from the past times. But it won't hurt your stamps. You'll just have a little bit of a buildup if you leave it, okay? So that's what I do to clean my stamps. Okay, put that over here. What else? Let's get a different stencil. Oh, I like this one. This is another from the August Stencil Club. So I'm just going to lay it over the whole piece because I want to fill in a couple of areas. Since we've got that pale blue and a little bit of that purple, let's do a magenta color. I've got this fancy paint. All right, so I'm going to clean up, make a mess. There's my rag. All right, so I'm going to clean off my dauber a little bit. Again, I'm just pouncing it in the water so it came clean. And I'll get a little bit directly onto my, there we go. All right, so probably up here. Nice and bright colors. Pouncing along. All right, so then we'll lift that away. What do you think? Just kind of add a little bit of patterning. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome. Oh, I understand about not having enough space. I wish I had a bigger space myself. So what do you think? So there is some layers on here so you can make your own little background paper. I'm going to set this aside. I may add some more stuff to it later, but this is a good start, okay? Mixed media fun. All right, let's do something different. So this time I took some ivory paint and painted it all over it. I don't care if it's got some smudges in it. It's okay. This time I think I want to take some Tattered Angels. Since we still have blue and purple on the palette over here, I want to use it up. So I'm going to shake up some Tattered Angels. You want to make sure that mica in the bottom is shook up into the media. And this is Under the Sea Ocean. It's part of the Under the Sea collection. And I'm going to spray this all over. And then I'm going to spray some water on it to make it move just a little bit. And sometimes what I like to do is take my brayer, and it just adds a whole different texture to it. I'll clean it off. And then if I want to move on fast, I will use my air tool, my heat tool. Hey, Sandra, so glad to have you here. Oh, Norma wore 150 junk bucks. She's getting there. All right, so I'm just drying this just a little bit. So if you don't have a lot of acrylic paint, but you have ivory or white and you have some Tattered Angels, you can also change your background papers. This could also, because it's really smooth, could be a writing space. So if you're looking for additional writing papers, you could paint it with acrylic paint, spray it with some Tattered Angels, allow it to dry, and you can write on these. I prefer to use a Sharpie fine point pen. That seems to work really well in here, or a gel pen. some pens you may have to test to see how well it writes on your particular brand of acrylic paint. All right, so we did August Stencil Club. So let's look at, I've got the July Stencil Club. And I like the patterns in this. And since I have the purple already queued up here, go ahead and add a little bit. It's getting hot here. Are y'all getting hot? Well, Julie is cold. She's in the winter, so Australia is the opposite of us. You know, they're on the other side of the earth. Okay, so there is some purple. Ooh, I like it. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, cheap acrylic paint works, you know. It doesn't have to be the high dollar stuff. Use what you can afford. Use what you can afford or what you would like. Hey, Misfit Crafter, you know, use things that are handy to you. I'm trying to use up some of my paints. I threw away 2 bottles that I emptied yesterday because I had excess paint in my stash. All right, I like how that is coming together. Oh, let's do this. So this is a whole different pattern that's also in the July Stencil Club. So I thought we'd put it across the middle. So I'll use my blue dauber. Hopefully I've got enough paint. If not, I'll get some more. Just kind of fill in. Need a little bit more paint. Coming across. Oh, don't be getting in my paint. Since it's getting lighter as I go, I don't know if I want to add any more. I may just go with that. Oh yeah, look at there. Maybe hard to see for y'all, so I'll tilt it up so you can see it without it flashing out. Yeah, you need to use up the cheap before you buy the better stuff. And honestly, you know, just the Anita's craft paint, in my opinion, it works just fine. I usually get it when it's on sale at Michael's. This is one of your favorites, the July one. You like that? I'm glad you like it. I kind of like that just to start with. And I think I'm going to just set this aside and let it dry. And the fun thing about this is you can keep going and putting layers on top of layers. You can dry it. You can come back later. You can rip it up, tear it, cut it up, whatever, and then put some more paint on it. I'm going to turn up my fan. It's getting hot in here. Whoopsie. I think I got it. Hello, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What else do I have here? I have some more of these papers that I painted earlier. This is another one of the July Stencil Clubs. I think this time I want some teal on here. Ah, here it is. So I've got this Island Blue. So I'll put a little bit of paint. I like to make a whole bunch of papers like this, and then that way when I'm ready, I can just thumb through them. I'm working on a tutorial, I'll finish it when I get back from vacation, of making an accordion fold journal. So the first video will be how to take your papers and glue them together to make the foundation. And then the next tutorial, I'll show decorating that with probably these painted papers and other things. And then I think I may do 3 videos. The third video, I may go into detail of adding writing space and pockets and that kind of stuff. All right, So now, you ready for the reveal? Ta-da! I love doing this. It's so fun to see how that comes together. That was from the July Stencil Club. All right, make sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Oh, well, thank you, Cricket. That's so sweet of you to say that. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And I'm glad you like the stencil clubs. If you guys and gals are interested, I do have plenty of the stencil clubs that come out every month. Oh, I've got this green I did. It's got a little piece of paper that was stuck to it. I got it. Okay, so what do we want to do here? July. Oh, this is the June from the June Stencil Club. So we're going to have this, where the stencil pattern is will be green. And then on top of that, let's use this island blue over the top. Watching as you cook? I don't know if I will actually be crafting on my trip, Jennifer. I may take an idea journal. I am contemplating doing a multi-session of art journaling and with art journal prompts. And I need to write down what I want each prompt to be. So what would y'all prefer? Did you want an art journal where this is where we're journaling, not just, you know, making a junk journal. This is where we're journaling. So I will show how to decorate a page, if you will, whether it be adding pockets or digital images, rubber stamping, using mixed media bits, whatever it may be. And then I'll have a prompt that may say, you know, tell us a little bit about your favorite drink and why is it your favorite drink. Yeah, and if you want past stencil clubs, Cricket, just let me know. We can set it up to where you just buy them as you want and we'll cancel it each time. Because if you go in and click subscribe right now, it would send you an additional. Does that make sense? So if you don't want to be charged every single month for more than one, let me know. Look at that green. So anyhow, that's something that I'm working on. Is an art journal with journaling in it, not just making pages. I still like this one. I had to look at it since it was dry. Okay. I still have some tealy turquoise paint out. So let's grab another one of these pages. Oh, and I did this one, and I really liked how it looked, but I haven't done this side yet. So we're going to split it. Yeah, we'll split it. I'll try to make it even in the middle. And since I have this island blue, I'm going to come in here. This is one of these things that turn on your favorite music or a movie you've probably seen so you don't get caught up in watching it. You'll actually create and just enjoy your time and go, ooh, what could I do with this? I want to use up all this paint. Whatever your goal is, make it that your goal. I want to use up all the paint, or I want to make X number of pages, or I want to try something new. Sit down and play, or stand if you like to stand. So I have a couple of my crafty friends who stand while they craft. If I had the space, I would, but I don't have a space for a standing table. All right, you ready? This was from the July, is that right? Stencil Club or June? That was from the June Stencil Club. June Stencil Club. Put that in my water. Clean that off. I like it. I think this one would be good to take some of this purple and put it on the stamp. Let's see what I can do here. Let's go right here. Maybe over here. And maybe like this. Again, I'll clean off my stamp. You love the green background, Donna? Okay, cool, Cricket. Will do. Tacos are good. Oh, I love tacos. Making tacos. So that was just the... And then I've got another stamp here, but I need a different color. So let's go with... What color? What color could we go with? I've got a pink. So let's do this pink. I've got this, I think it's called Rouge. No, Royal Fuchsia. And this time I have the Romantic Swirl. Again, mine is mounted. If you order this stamp, you will get it unmounted, and you just put it on your acrylic block. Oh, I like that. Just kind of adding a little bit of a pattern over the other patterns. All right, we'll clean that stamp off. Yeah, use them up. Get them out and just use them. Use those paints. All right, that was the Romantic Swirl. I like it. I think I'm going to let that dry. And, you know, we may end up cutting that up later. I could overstamp it. I don't want to get out more supplies at the moment. But the next thing I could do is stamp in black with some of my other stamps on top of that. If you have a color combo that you want to see, let me know. If I have that color handy, I'll pop it out. But for the most part, we're going to kind of deal with the, looks like the blues, the teals, the greens. Maybe a little bit of pink. Oh, I have a really dark blue here. And I've got another stencil from the June Stencil Club. So you know what? I'm going to grab this teal color. And I'm just kind of going all over. I have a little bit of pink still on here. I'm trying to use up some of this paint. And I'm going to grab some purple now. And I'm just holding the stencil down so it doesn't move. You could get some washi tape and tape it down if that makes you feel better. I'll have to hold it in place. Okay. I'm just kind of pouncing this so it'll blend so we don't have actual circle shapes. Kind of go back in with a different color. All right, you ready for the reveal? All right. Voila! I like it with the variegated color in there. Kind of cool. Pink and black. Pink and black. Okay, well, let me grab some black. Now, here's the thing. Do we make the background pink and stencil in black on top of it? Do we make the background black and stencil pink on top of it? I think with the acrylic paint that we're using, it would be easier to put the pink and then put the black on top of it. So I'm going to grab this Royal Fuchsia and put a little bit, not the crusty bit. Robin's all about pink and black. All right, so now I'm just going to come in here and brayer that out. Again, if you don't have a brayer, you could use a gift card. I just like the brayer because I like how smooth it makes the paper. Your lucky day, Suzanne. You won some junk bucks. Okay. Got a little crusty bit there. Okay, give that a second to dry. I'm going to set it aside. Let's do 2. So I'll do 1 more. Add some more pink to it. It's got a paint booger in it. There it goes. Smoothing it out. Paint booger. Just kind of peek it off my brayer. It's acrylic paint for you. Alright, so I've got a couple of sheets here. Let's put this one aside because this one is going to be a little bit drier. And let's grab a Stencil. Yeah, crusty bits adds character. Exactly. Oh, dear. What do we got here? Oh, this one will be interesting. This is from the, I think it's May Stencil Club. Let me get the, yeah, here it is. And it was intermingled with the April. Here's the May 2020 Stencil Club. I store all mine together. Oh, thank you, Suzanne, for your donation, so that I can have them whenever I just go to that, the year or the month or whatever. I'm just cleaning out my dauber just a little bit. And I don't know how good this black paint is, so we're going to see. It's not too bad. It's got a little bit of a paint booger that came. All right, so I'm going to use my dauber. All right, and we're just going to come in here and daub over the top. So what's going to happen is the stencil pattern will be the black, and then behind it you'll see the pink. Daub, 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 daub. I don't know, I like gel printing. I also like doing the mixed media this way. It just kind of depends on my mood. The gel prints, you get really smooth prints. With the mixed media like this, you kind of get a little more texture. What do you think of that? Okay. It's an interesting pattern. You kind of see a little bit of a swirl going on in there. All right, let's set that aside. Oh, this will be good. So over this one, I've got this great big flower pattern. So we'll go across this way. Well, I had to do some minor repair on our refrigerator today. I opened one of our drawers and it kind of fell apart, and then I got to looking at it. Apparently it's been cracked for a while. You know, being a crafter, I always have E6000 glue on hand. So I got the drawer out and the shelf that it's attached to and took it apart and cleaned it, let it dry, and then I took my E6000 and I glued it and put it back together. I think it's time to buy some more drawers for our refrigerator, because buying a new refrigerator isn't in the cards right now. So how many of you have ever, you know, used your craft supplies to repair something around your house? I'd love to know. Oh, yes. Julie said you could spray gold glimmer spray across it once it's dry. You definitely could. Janice, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, the Mrs. Edmondson. Thank you, Robin. Let that dry for a little bit. Pink and black. All right, we did some pink and black. Again, if you have a color combo you want to see, just let me know. Just kind of wiping off my surface a little bit. If I don't, sometimes my paper will stick to it. You do it all the time. Just spray it with Tattered Angels. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This is a page that I sprayed with a couple of colors of Tattered Angels over some acrylic white paint. Let me see what I got here. Another stencil. I have the April Artistic Stencil Club. Okay. I'm going to clean out my dauber for the black. My water's getting dirty over here. It's called duct tape. Uh-oh, Lori. You can use Super Chat if you want. All right, so now I'm going to do the purple. I think I'm going to do the purple like I did earlier where I mixed a couple of colors together. So I'm going to put down the purple first. All right, and then I'm going to grab some pink. If it'll work. Got to get it down. Trying to do this one-handed. Paint boogers. All right, and then we'll come in here. Kind of blend it together. See, if we were on a gel print, then I would have mixed the colors together on the plate. But instead, I'm using my little dauber here to add the color. What do you think of that? It moved a little bit on me, but that's okay. Tossing the pink. April 2022. Yes, that is correct. That was April 2022, Cricket. What was this stencil? I like how that turned out. Just so you can understand what I did, again, I'll take one of these and let's grab some different colors of Tattered Angels. Oh, this one's a dark color. This is called Deep Purple Vibe, and it was in the Positive Vibes collection. All right, y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. And I've got a little bit of the ocean, the Under the Sea Ocean is what it's called. And I've got a spray bottle of just water. And, you know, this is where if you did have gloves, you can kind of touch it. I'm going to use my brayer. And just give it a cool background. And again, this will be great for a writing surface. Oh, Sheila. Thank you, Sandra, for your donation. You're the one that does the repairs to your house. Husband doesn't have the chance to ask. That's funny. Of course, Henry's probably watching or listening. I will get the supplies, and if he's home, I will start the project, and usually he'll take over. If I want to finish the project by myself, I'll do it when he's not here. That turned out kind of pretty, just adding a little bit of color. You can still slightly see that it's a book page. All right, let's put another stencil over the top of that. So I'm going to go back to the April Stencil Club. I must put this down. Hey, Rhonda! Well, I just made this background paper using Tattered Angels, and now I'm going to use some acrylic paint. I'll show you a couple of the others I made earlier. I made this one and that one. If y'all are still with me, these are some of the things that I've been playing around with, doing direct to paper. All right, so now I want, since we've got this kind of a purpley background, I think we'll do the same thing where we mix this purple, because I have a little bit on my palette that apparently wanted to stick to the dauber. I'm really squishing it, trying to get all the paint out of the dauber. And I've got a little bit of pink here, so I'm just going to come in and add a little pink in a few spots. So you can get some really pretty backgrounds just going direct to paper. What do you think? Can you see it? Thank you so much. Boring white counters. Well, you could use alcohol inks and seal it on your counters. What do you think? You like it? All right. Put over there. Let's see. What else we want? Whoopsie. Painted page. Well, since it fell on the floor, I grabbed it. I use the edge of my desk to roll the paper over it so that it'll smooth out just a little bit. Okay, let's find a different stencil. How about funky little boxes? Funky little boxes, little boxes, little boxes on the hillside. Ticky-tacky boxes, that's what it was. All right. We've been doing purple. We kind of have a teal and pink going on in the background here. So how about a darker blue? I'll add a little bit of blue here. My lid broke, so I'm going to have to pull a lid off of a different bottle. That's why I'm trying to use up some of this paint. It still have a little bit of purple on it, so I'm just going to go ahead and load it with the blue. And depending on how heavy-handed you want to be, you can be really light and give it a small patterning, or you can really load up the paint. And make it darker. You've done it all. You'd love to give him that? You love this little one? Thank you. I love the little funky boxes. I just sat and doodled on my iPad. I have a drawing app that I use, and I'll sit there and doodle on it. And one day I just started playing around and came up with this little guy. All right, so there it is. Going across the page. Just marching across. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so very much. Very versatile. You know, you could do that in any color. You see the patterns kind of replicate out. Put that over here. I've got a teal color. Oh, I like this one. This is my large polka dot stencil. And over this teal background, I think it'll look really good with the blue. So I'm just going to What do you think with the blue? Blue polka dots? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. We're doing a raffle. This is for 200 junk bucks. See, I'm in the zone. I'm just crafting away. The first raffle of the day is 200 junk bucks. Y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. As soon as I daub this, I will pick a winner. Okay. Ready? Big reveal. Polka dots. It's kind of fun on that background. Funky little boxes stencil. That was the polka dot stencil there that I just did. Alrighty, so let's pick the winner of 200 junk bucks. And that winner is Sheila. Congratulations, you've won 200 junk bucks. Alright, so Robin texted me earlier, and we're going to say goodie pack from Robin. So Robin is giving away some stuff. I think she's cleaning out her stash a little bit. So y'all enter the raffle for a goodie pack from Robin. All right. Let's make some more painted papers. My pile is getting thicker and thicker. Yay! All right, so I got another white page that I have, or book page that I've put white acrylic paint on. Try to pick a different color. I use the same ones over and over. Well, this one's called Under the Sea Deep. And what else do I have here? This one's called Conch Shell. I'll go ahead and spritz where the... I may need to put more water in here. Just adding a little bit of water so that this will move just a little. Now, what you can do is you can tilt your paper and you get that run if you like that look on a page. And what you'll want to do is take your heat tool and dry it. Oh my gosh, the goodie box is the size of the subscription boxes and will be filled to the brim. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a good de-stash. Yeah, you might get in on that. You like that, Mary Kay? Hello and welcome. All right, I'm going to clean my dauber out again. Oh, I know what I've got here. I've got some, this is a metallic silver paint. Cleaning my dauber. And what stencil do I want to use? Oh, I like this one. Let's use it. This is the Art Deco Flower Stencil. Art Deco Flower Stencil. So we're going to make the background, right? Yeah, the background, the flower will be this color, and the background, the little squares, those will be silver. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here, grab a dauber, and kind of start daubing. This one's a little bit more translucent, so we'll see how it looks. But I like that it's metallic. It'll give it a pretty sheen, especially with the Tattered Angels. Yeah, it takes forever to get there. Julie, I sent your package. Hopefully it'll get there soon. All right, so that silver isn't really showing up, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and go over this. And then I think I might grab a little bit of black just a tad. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit. So this was black paint, and I even kind of daubed it off onto the side here. Then I'll add a little bit of silver on top. All right, you ready? Oh, that turned out really cool. And you see the pattern in there? It's got silver highlights around it. Hey, Adele. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where is everybody from? We got New York. I know we got Australia. I haven't sent all of them out, Mary Kay, and I cannot see the records to know if a donation did not go through. If you feel it did not go through, donate again. All right, so we're going to set this aside. I'm behind on sending things out. It gets back to San Francisco and goes back. What? How weird. Washington State, Texas, Ontario, Arizona. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a procrastinator. Plus, I've been working up at Henry's shop. All right, let's see. What do we want to do now? Is there a stencil y'all want to see? Oh, let's do this one's called the Diamond with Flares Stencil. It's one of my favorite stencils. And I kind of like this technique. The silver wasn't really the right color. So what we're going to try is get another page. And we're going to spray the same colors again. Maybe, if I can remember where they are. I put them back in the container over here. All right, so we need to spray the pink. This one's called Deep. Oh, that's better. It didn't. Thank you so much, Rhonda, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you donate, make sure you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com and create a user account. And then send me a message, hey, I'm so-and-so on YouTube and I donated. And I'll get you added to the YouTube Donator membership, which gives you some free digital downloads that I offer. And it gives you a discount. Thank you much, Sandra, on items in my shop, like 5%, I think, which stacks if you become a subscriber of my subscription box or the Stencil Club, the percentages stack. And then lastly, during the live stream that you donate, you get a chance to enter in to win whatever the journal or prize that I have. What now? Oh, you're on the other side of the lake. Robin's just down the street from me. Yes, when we get back from vacation, Jennifer, we're gonna get together. Oh no, why are you gonna throw your phone? Kentucky. I don't think I've really been to Kentucky. Is it on the way to Virginia? Did we go through Kentucky? Is that in? I don't have my visual aid of the map. Many years ago, we drove all the way to Virginia, and we went through Nashville, Tennessee. And we stopped at a couple other places. We went through Nashville, we went through Memphis, and then we went over to the other. All right. Okay. We had the silver and the black to get the other. I'm going to kind of do that again, but I'm going to start with the black this time. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mary Kay, for your donation. allergies have been going crazy. I've been taking my allergy medicine and I start sneezing and then I have to blow my nose. Okay, I'm just kind of rubbing over that. All right, so I've got a little bit of the black. I am going to go ahead and do the silver again. Okay. Thank you, Mary Kay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'm going to add some silver on top of that black, which should, because it's a little bit darker underneath, not make it melt into the background. Oh yeah. I want to get some more metallic colors. I really like these. They're fun. Okay, ready? There we go. So that's a different variation. Robin was wanting pink and black together, but I mixed a little bit of silver and I did a paler pink. We got a storm brewing, do we, Jennifer? Really? Good. Oh no, yucky. I'm sorry to hear that, Rhonda. Take better care of yourself, lady. I'm glad we got a thunderstorm brewing. All right, so acrylic paint on a piece of book page, and I have, let me get the link so Robin didn't have to. I'm using Ken Oliver's Color Burst. Oh, I didn't hit enter. Enter. I don't know if it'll, oh, it didn't take all of them. Okay, so I have to do them individually. Looks like vintage wallpaper. Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, there's so many things you can do with these that if you just take a little bit of time and play. Okay. So these are Ken Oliver's Color Bursts, and I'm limited because these were given to me. So I've got a green, a yellow, a blue, and a platinum. So let's put, now these are powder form. So I'm going to just kind of drop a few on the page. And I should have done this first. I'm going to spray it with some water. And it activates it. See how that kind of activates it? Oh, that one's liquid. I thought it was, so it must be liquid. Oh, it is. It's liquid. And let's add a little bit of yellow because it will make green, right? You don't want to do this with your fan on high. It makes it blow around. All right, so I've added that on there. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my stamp and just kind of move the paint around. All right, then I'll clean that off. And I've got another book page that I've already painted. I'm going to spray it with some water. We're going to do ink blocks, right? So now what I'm going to do is lay this on top like so. And then we're going to peel it apart and we get some really cool texture. You see all that texture? It's kind of cool. We can keep going with this. I'm going to dry it though. Oh, that's awesome, Julie. Oh, Lori, what did I say? I'm trying to see what I saw here. Okay, Lori FFA, thanks. Oh, paranoid needs to be attached to the, I had COVID the beginning of the year on my cruise. And then one of our vendors working on our printer said he had COVID, and he was at our shop after he was diagnosed with COVID, or before he was diagnosed with COVID. What's going on? And so I was worried because we're supposed to go on vacation. I get tested Wednesday. We have to be tested before we go. Okay, I'm going to let this sit and dry. It's going to take too long doing it now. Just weird backgrounds that you can make. All right, so we got another one of these. Oh no! Embossing powder everywhere. That's crazy. You've never seen me use those? Well, we'll do some more. All right, so I'm going to spritz the background. And then this is the green. So let's put some of the green on here. Spritz some more water on it. You know what I can also do is I can spritz some Tattered Angels. Let's do that. I've got this yellow. So we're truly mixing medias. And I'm going to take my brayer and go over it. Makes a whole different look. I need some more white pages. I want to do more now. Okay, well, we're going to do this. Let me get my pen. I use these cookie sheets to help with drying. So I'm laying those in there. I'm going to let those dry. Kind of an emerald color, isn't it? All right, let me wipe up my desk. Okay, those are somewhat clean. Clean my brayer off a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of book pages. And I've got some acrylic paint in white. I probably have way too much, but we're just going to go with it. Oh, there was still green on my brayer. So it'll have a green tinge to it. Okay. There's one. I'll set that aside. I may need another one here. Okay. I don't know if I'm off camera. Sorry about that. I'm excited to go on vacation. I need a break. I need some time off, and Henry does too. He's been working really hard, and we got a new piece of equipment that's supposed to be delivered this week. I think we've decided that we're not going to try to learn how to use it before we go, so that when we get back home, we have to try to figure it out again. Okay. I had a little bit too much paint, but we're making it work. This will be very opaque. All right, so since this paint is still somewhat wet, I think I'm going to grab these color bursts and see what happens. So I've got the yellow, so I'll put the yellow on here. Okay, and then I'll put the green. I think I should turn these sideways so y'all can see it a little better. Like that. I'm running out of space on my desktop. Move this over. Move this up. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to use the yellow on the yellow. Why not? With a little bit of water. And then I had a green I thought I had saved out. There it is. This one's Hemlock Green. Then we'll add some water. I think I need to put some more water in my thing. All right. So we get a little bit of color patterning on here. So what I want to do, I guess I'm going to use my fingers. Okay. Just adding. It feels weird because the paint is still a little bit wet underneath. All right, I'll clean my fingers off. There's a little bit of green in that yellow, but that's okay. We're finger painting now. Oh, well, thank you so much, everybody, for your donations. Yeah, I get the cookie sheets from the dollar store, and those come in handy to just... Back here behind me, I have storage. So I'll just grab one and lay it on the cookie sheet. I don't know if y'all can see that yellow in there. Pretty sure you can see the green. And we'll let those dry. Okay. Put that over here. All right, let's clean off our desk a little bit because that was messy. I'm definitely going to have to wash this towel. I use old kitchen towels in my craft room, so whenever they get stained and I'm embarrassed to use them in my kitchen, I'll bring them in my craft room. Hey, Barb, welcome. All right, so I know y'all like the vintage colors. So this is some Tattered Angels sprayed on an ivory book page. So let me get, I saw it a moment ago. Well, that figures. What stencil do I want to use? Little Days. Oh, let's use that one. So this is Flowers and Vines stencil. I'm trying to decide which one I wanted to use. I'm going to use this one. I think I'll go this way. Okay. And I think what I want to do is some gold acrylic paint. So I'll put a little bit of gold. Need a little bit more. Use my little dauber. I'll find one that's clean. Okay. Get a little bit on my dauber. So this will be interesting, I think. So get that, again, vintage wallpaper look. Maybe it's got that gold leaf on it or foil. Oh, I'll have to show you something that I made. It's not conducive to make it live, so I'll just show you what I did and what I used. Let me get that out in just a moment so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, you ready for the reveal? So there it is. So it's kind of a vintagey look to it. You see the pattern in there? All right. Oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to use some different ones. So, hey, Marianne, how? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so there's that. And I'll show you. Okay, so this is Deco Foil Transfer Gel. And I used a stencil and daubed it on like I showed y'all with my paint, same concept. And when I did, you let it dry for an hour. I let it dry overnight. And then you lay a piece of foil over it that transfer foil. In my case, I have from the garment and t-shirt industry, I have a roll of it that you use with a heat press. Well, I laid that on there and then peeled it away. And so now I have this painted paper that has this metallic pink over the top of it. So these stencils will work with even transfer gel that you can make these fun patterns. Your favorite so far? You like that? Oh, you made antique gold glimmer spray with perfect pearl. Oh, cool. All right, so you really like that one with the gold. This book page has a little bit of a pale green in the background. So I'm going to grab, this is called Waves. It's a blue. Just kind of adds a little bit more. And let's brayer over that just to kind of get that color to saturate the page. Okay, I like that. All right, we're going to let that dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to grab another stencil. Well, let's do this one. We're going to do the Roman Villa stencil next. And it's going to look different because the lighter color will show through and the gold will be in the background. Okay. Hold down the stencil wall, I pounce on it. Okay. My paint is almost done of that little glob that I put on there a while ago. Hey Bonnie, welcome. Yeah, you need to see more of that full price. I'll do a video on it because it, like I said, it takes an hour for it to dry, and then you have to use a hot laminator and a pouch to run it through to get it to transfer. So what I'll do is I'll record putting the product through a bunch of stencils on some papers, and then once it's dry I'll show what it looks like when you add the foil. What do you think of that one with the gold in the background? So it'll have a nice metallic sheen to it. Fun papers. I think I need some more white papers, so I'm going to get a couple more book pages. Try not to put too much paint on at once. This can be a messy process, so you want to do this in a space where it's okay to make a mess, and you want to wear probably like old clothes and an apron. I have an apron on and I have clothes on that I'm like, well, if I get paint on it, that's okay, because generally y'all don't see it when I'm on my live stream. Oh no, I'm sorry, Barb. I hope you feel better. All right. I don't need both of these right now, but I want them, so I'm going to put them to the side to dry. Okay, so you like that vintagey look. It's not my cup of tea, y'all. Not my favorite. What do I want to do? Oh, let's do this one. We've got from the Wild 4 stencil. I'm going to drink here. I have a real pale blue Tattered Angel. This is from the So Artsy kit. Just adding a little bit of color there. Oh, I found a way to recycle my Hewlett-Packard Instant Ink boxes. They are the perfect size to hold a bunch of my Tattered Angels. And I don't know if y'all can see back over there in the corner over here. I have a bunch of Tattered Angels, but my shelf, it was cheesy. I made it. I know. The shelves aren't perfectly level, so sometimes you put a bottle on and it teeters and then it falls off. And of course, I have crap in the way, so it falls back behind. So I spent some time yesterday and cut the lids off of these Hewlett-Packard Instant Ink boxes and put all my Tattered Angels that were on the shelf. And it's actually better because I can fit more in those little boxes than I could when I was just putting on the shelf. Okay, got that on there. So now I'm going to use the Wild 4 stencil. And let's use the gold ink or gold paint. You could do a lot with this one. Do it in all different colors. Use a different background and different paint for each one. I'm running out of paint, so I get a little bit more. Okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry they're getting on your nerves, Barb. I hope that it gets better. Poor Henry has to deal with me when I'm sick, so usually I just sleep. I sit in bed or I sit in my recliner and nap when I get sick. All right, you ready? Oh, that's kind of pretty. You see the gold on that? Pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, yeah, it can get hard when you're trying to move stuff around. Oh, autumn colors with copper. Well, I would, Julie, if I had that. I'm not doing autumn. We're still in summer, woman, here in the United States. Okay, I've got, this is a tealy blue kind of color. I've got to grab more stencils. Oh, here we go. We got the, I can get it out. I need to finish making my little folders for all my stencils. Almost fleur-de-lis stencil. And you know what? Since we're doing the gold, I think this will look really cool. I'm going to kind of angle it just a little bit. Yeah, I want cooler weather, but I'm not going to get it yet. Oh, we need to ban the Love Chat XYZ. We haven't had a bot like that in a while. After a holiday. Exactly. See, I'm still in summer mode. I saw you went on a little trip. Julie did. I think she did a train ride and see some neat things. We're going to be going to Key West is one of our stops. Henry and I have never been to Key West. Then we go somewhere in there. I don't know which day it is really. But we'll also go to the Bahamas. And we'll go to Nassau and Freeport, I think. And then we go to a private island that Carnival, I don't know if they own it or if they just book it for us. Oh, I like that with the gold. What do you think of that one? Yeah, I think I will. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Barb. Yes, I think I will be scanning some of these in to reuse them. I think it'll be fun. And when I scan them in, I make them bigger. So it kind of makes it fun to use the stencil pattern again in true size with the digital when they're bigger. I think that'll be a good one as well. Now we're on a gold kick. All right, so we got this one. If I keep going, I'm going to have every stencil that I own out. Oh, these are fun, so I'll get those out. Let's do the arrows. This is the arrows stencil. I think what I want to do is I'm going to put some gold and some silver down. So I'm putting a little bit of gold and then I'll grab some silver. There we go. And we'll do the gold first since it's already on my dauber. Okay. Oh, it moved on me. Gotta fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Quit sticking to the glue or the paint. Ah, come on now. Do what I wanted you to do. There we go. All right. Okay, now I'm picking up the silver. It'll have a little bit of that gold in it. And come back over it just a little bit. All right, now we'll go across this way. All right. Ooh, well, you know, it messed up on me, but we're doing mixed media and we're having fun. I don't know that it would go copper if you add red to it. It might, but I don't have a red metallic. I'll have to see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so if we had gold, and I gotta have a red. You gotta have a red first. I tried looking for copper paint and I couldn't find it in the heavy body. I may have to go look to see if I can find some in the smaller. All right, so I've got a red that I apparently can't get the lid off. So we're just going to open it this way. So I just got a little bit of red. Let me get a little palette knife. This is for... No, it doesn't turn it copper. I may have too much red. Well, all right, since we got it on there. We'll make a red paper. And while I'm at it, I might as well. Just adding some gold. kind of like that. Using the dauber to let it make little patterns. So now I'm thinking I want to get out my circle stencil. What do you think of that? Hey, Naomi. Aw, hey, Kathy. So glad you're here. Thank you so much. All right, so let's put that over here. Running out of surfaces. I think I want to do another red. What was that? Oh, that was my palette knife. Throw that in there. All right, let's do some more red. Thank you so much, Kathy. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need red paper, right, Bonnie? I'm going to need red paper for Christmas. All right, let's do this one. This one you can still see the text. I guess you could on the other one too, but a little bit more. Ah, it's sticky paint. I think that'll be good. Just to kind of add a little color. All right, clean off my brayer a little bit. You like it? Well, thank you. All right, so there's the red, and I think I want circle stencils, which I had out earlier. Circles. Ooh, what do I want? Oh, well, this can kind of work for that one too. Okay. How about we'll do circles big and small stencil? So we'll put that across here. And we'll do the gold. And we may mix it. We may end up doing gold and silver together. All right, so I'm going to come in here and kind of bring some texture across. All right, and then we'll do this corner. All right, so now I'm going to switch and pick up some of the silver. Trying to hold it down by putting my finger on the stencil and not the paper. Okay. This will kind of have a blended look to it. Are you ready? You like that circle stencil? That's my circles, big and small. And it kind of helped that the paint was still a little bit damp, so it stuck the stencil down. So the paint didn't bleed under it. What do you think of that? Okay. Sitting down, still watching. Eat, enjoy your dinner. Okay. I like it. All right, do we need to do another red? Might as well. See you later, Marianne. Thanks for stopping by. Have an amazing day. Come back next Monday for my premiere video, which will start at 3:45 since I'll be on vacation. I'm making a mess. I put a lot more paint on this one. Okay. It's really thick. All right, so I'm going to get another piece of paper and just kind of clean off my brayer. So I'm just using that to clean off my brayer a little bit. And we're going to use the heat tool to dry that just a little bit. Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, it is kind of crispy. Red bath. Red drum, red drum, red drum. You know, murder, murder, murder. Isn't that The Shining with Jack Nicholson? You know, it's interesting now that I'm 50, be 53 in next week. Going back and looking at old movies from like the 80s and the 90s, you know, and those were the up and coming actors and actresses, and now they're in like parent roles and grandparent roles now. Sheila says, "You see Christmas, I think serial killer journal." Post box red. Yeah, that's another red. Yeah, for the post box. Okay, I'm just kind of lifting that up. It's still a little damp, so I'm going to let that set. And it's time to do the raffle. Y'all into the raffle if you haven't already. I'm going to drink. I kind of like that red. I have a different circle stencil. So this one's called Circles with Dots stencil. Y'all enter the raffle. I'm going to dry this just a little bit more. It still feels tacky to me. Pretty Christmas red. Yeah, that's a magenta by Master's Touch. It's a magenta color. Is what it's called, but it's actually red. It's a deep red. Aw, did she? Well, that's too bad. I don't know. Because I don't really get on the news or anything, so. Alright, I'm just kind of cleaning that back just a little bit. Y'all enter the raffle? We ready? I think, is she one of those that's had cancer? Thank you, Terry, so much for your donation. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all enter the raffle. She passed away this morning, battling cancer. Okay, that's what I thought. Y'all enter the raffle. Well, we are sorry for the loss of Olivia Newton-John. What a fun lady she was. The music she produced and put out, and even Grease, the movie. Maybe I'll have to watch Grease soon. I won't be able to watch it while we're on cruise, but when we get home, maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll see if I can find that and watch it again. All right, so this time I'm just going to use the gold. Could be a murder journal. You know, you would want some of my Halloween stencils for your murder journal. Okay. Now again, if you really want it opaque, just keep applying paint. I think I kind of like that hint of red popping through. Now that reminds me of wallpaper or wrapping paper. You like it? No, we don't hardly watch regular TV. Yeah, I love Grease. It's a good movie. We need to, yeah, definitely look at the ones. Thank you, Robin. I forgot, my thought got lonely and left. Oh dear. Oh, we hardly watch regular TV because we don't have cable anymore. So we basically watch Netflix and YouTube. I think right now we have a subscription to Stars, so we can watch a few things on there. I kind of like what that turned out too. You love it, Rhonda? Thank you. Yeah, see, you're not alone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's interesting how the red progression Do you think we need one more? I kind of like that with the circles. All right, did I get out the other circle stencil? Oh, here it is. Circles. Oh, I've got the wedge circles. How about that one for a page? Oh yeah, I gotta do the raffle. I haven't forgotten. I'll do the raffle. Oh, we have this one, the stacked circles. All right, let's do the other. Yeah, Jet, Netflix, internet. Yep. Thank you so much. That needs to be a stamp. My thoughts got lonely and left. Well, put that in the list, Robin. All right. So, who's going to win the behemoth box of D-Stash from Robin? Are y'all ready? It is going to be a thick, heavy box, I'm sure. So, the winner is Suzanne Roberts. Congratulations. We'll get that box sent off to you. Congratulations. Did you want to do 2 today, Robin? You want to do 1 more? Let me give her a second to respond. Okay, Robin, let's reset this. Actually, let's do allow entries. So y'all can enter. We're just going to keep it going. So we got 1 winner, and we're going to give it a few minutes, and we'll pick another winner, okay? Enter again to the raffle. Okay. All right, we got it. Got it. All right. So now it's funny how I changed color schemes. All right, so I want some more red. So I'm going to do both pages at the same time. I can't ever get this lid open. There we go. Ah, that's why I couldn't get it open. It had a dried on crusty bit. All right. Let's see if we can get this painted. All right, so what other color combo do you want to see? We're going to do red and gold again. But if you have a different color combo, if I have the color, I will try to do something. Move this up just a little bit. Ah. All right. We're going to set you aside to dry. Now you know why I wear gloves, because it gets messy. I think I want a little bit more red paint on this one. Like so. Okay. I keep sticking to my fingers. Okay, did I see anybody? Something with purple and teal. Okay. Well, I can do that. All right, I'm going to clean off my brayer. Okay. I'm going to set this one aside for a moment. Get this one back. Let's dry it. Since it's been sitting over there, it shouldn't be as wet, is my thinking. All right, let's put these over here. So I've got the Distressed Cracked Stencil. This was a stencil I created because I used the bottom of a spool of thread. And y'all really liked that look, but I couldn't figure out how to duplicate it in a stencil. So I came up with this idea of the circles with little lines kind of going through it. So it kind of looks like a bullseye. I don't know. It was the way I had to design it so that the circles would stay one on top of the other. But I didn't want straight lines going to each one. I think I need a little bit more paint. Okay. Freezing. Oh my goodness. Well, get warmed up. See you later, Kathy. Thanks for stopping in. You set yours on 77 and you're cold. I would be going, let's turn it down. It's too hot in here. Of course, it also depends if I'm just sitting watching television or if I'm in the kitchen or in my craft room moving. All right, you ready for the reveal? There we go. It kind of looks like little bullseyes, doesn't it? Your 80 is your sweet spot? Oh my goodness. You need airflow. Well, I turn up the air in our house to 80 degrees between 2 and 7 p.m. But the key is I will pre-cool the house. So I'll turn it down to like 71 for a couple of hours. And then when I turn it up, our house is so well insulated that it generally doesn't get higher than like 75, 77 degrees in here. Depends how hot it is outside. All right, so this time I want to use the wedge circles. So I'm going to dry this real fast. No movement. Yeah, if you're not moving around, then you can have a little bit warmer temperature. Need some water. Thank you, Sheila. All right, I'm just trying to dry this red paint just a little bit. And then let's do the wedge circles. And we're going to do the gold again. I'm on a kick here with the gold. And then we're going to do pink and purple. Oh, teal and purple. Teal and purple. I think there was a little bit of blue on my dauber. This little paint tray has been with me for a few years, even though I have more that are clean. I noticed it was broken, so I guess it's time to throw it away after today's session. All right, we're almost out of the gold paint, so timing is good. All right, let's see. Oh, there you go. What do you think? Uh-oh. In winter at 68 in a fan. In the 60s you'd have long johns. That's a winter tip, Bonnie says. You like it cool. So during the winter, we'll turn it down, I think, 69, 68 degrees at night. Usually about 70, maybe 71 if I'm really cold. If it's freezing outside. 34 Fahrenheit is winter. All right, let's put that aside. Okay, so I have some purple and teals. I'm going to clean this off a little bit. I need a little something I found with this craft sheet that I can do is scrape it. And that kind of helps get some of that paint out of my way, just in case. Okay, I want it smooth underneath. All right, so I've got this paler purple teal combo. I cleaned out my dauber, and now I need some stencils. What would look good on there? These are all birds. Oh, maybe we'll get these out. Not that one. Okay. I have crazy confetti stencil. And let's do a teal over that. Summer safe. 73 is not too bad. During the day, I usually turn it up to 73. On the weekends, you know. Sometimes 74. It kind of depends on what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just going to come in here with a teal over this kind of the purpley pink background. I kind of like this funky little ziggy zags. Okay. I think I'm going to have quite a few papers to choose from. I'll have to scan some of these that were my faves. Oh, I like it. Pretty colors. Dry. All right, let's grab a different one. And I had, oh yeah, let's do this. Got the polka dots. Oh, and I've got the butterfly stencil. So I'm going to put this butterfly stencil over my page. And that was called Butterflies or Dragonflies. So I wasn't really sure. You know, everybody's interpretation is different. Oh, thank you. See you later, Lori. Yeah, we'll have somebody enter for you. Thank you, Julie. All right, so I have a metallic purple, and I have kind of a metallic, what color is this one? Blue topaz. So I'm going to add a little blue to my purple to my palette here. Ugh, make noises. And then let's see what this looks like. It's real faint, so I'm just going to go ahead and go across. Like so. It'll be real faint in the background. Okay, so now I'm going to peel that away. And we're going to hit it with the heat tool real quick. Can you see the butterflies on there? Oh my goodness, the first 4 people on your Christmas list are getting an Old English Bulldog. 1 year old. Oh my goodness. Are you done with them puppies? All right. Now I want the small polka dot stencil, and I want to go over the top of this with this turquoisey color. If there's any paint in here, we'll see. I may want to mix it with the island turquoise here. All right, we got a little bit on here. I'm trying not to be too heavy-handed with it, just adding a little bit. I should have put this down first, but I thought it might also look kind of cool over the butterflies. I wasn't going to do the whole thing, and now I'm doing the whole thing. There we go, just real faint butterfly with polka dots over them. Okay. Well, that's a bulldog for you, isn't it, Barb? Oh, dear. Stubborn little critters. How dare they? All right, so this is cross-stitched buttons stencils. So we're going to have the background still be the same, but we'll have these patterns on top. And you know, since I've got this blue and purple here, I'm just going to go over it. Kind of mixing them together. Go across the page, go across the page. Oh, thank you, Barb, so very much. Yeah, somebody, oh, one of Henry's customers, their daughter just got a, what is it called? Oh, it's a King Charles mixed with a poodle. So you get that King Charles Spaniel temperament in the poodle hair. It's really cute, and it's a puppy. And so I held it, and I was like, okay, you can take it back now because no puppies. There, you gotta go. What do you think of that with that kind of a metallic-y, and then having a little bit of that gold peeking through in a couple of spots? Yeah, they're super cute puppy. Super cute puppy, but oh my goodness, no puppies for me. Alright, what else we got here? This is a Curves and Diamond stencil. Okay, well, it is 5:45. I'm going to do a few more. If you have a color combo you want to see, let me know. I'm going to pick up the teal just because it's still on my palette. We're going to do the raffle that Robin's box here in a few minutes. And then we will do a raffle, and the winner gets to pick if there's a subscription box that they want that I have in my shop. I greatly appreciate y'all being here, and y'all are amazing. Love my internet friends. All right, so there it is. Ooh, look at that. It has the long, they keep it short, but yes, it has the curly poodle hair. But the colors are like the King Charles in that, you know, they'll have that, I call it party color, where they're kind of like a paint. They have a big splotch of white, and then they may have some brown on their ears. So it was really a cute puppy, but no puppies. All right, so I have another. I did a bunch of those, you could tell. Oh, here's another Arrows stencil. So this one's called Arrows and Blocks stencil. You know, I've made so many stencils, it's getting difficult to come up with names. And I think we need a little bit of a pink. I don't want it to be super bright. So I'm going to put a little pink in my palette here. Oop, got more than I intended. And I'm going to add a little bit of white to it. Well, that was way more than I intended. Seems to be a trend here, Linda. And so I'm just going to kind of mix it together. So we'll get a little bit lighter color. We'll break up the paint boogers best we can. Okay, that's starting to look not quite so bright. But it should be opaque enough that it shows up. Okay, let's clean that off. Clean the palette knife. All right, let's pick some up and see what we get. There may be a little bit of teal still on the dauber. So, well, if we do any more after Hercules and Oreo pass, I'll probably not go searching for a puppy unless, you know, I got a few friends that are in dog rescues. So maybe what I'll do is kind of put out there that, you know, if you come across something like, and I have to have a dog that doesn't shed. See, Hercules and Oreo, they don't shed. They don't have that allergy issue that you have with some breeds. Like poodles don't shed. But, you know, Chihuahuas shed. Dachshunds shed. They're great dogs, but they sure shed. All right, so there it is with my custom pink color over it. Hey, April, welcome. Hello. So that was a pink, and I still have some left. So I've got another page here. Let's find another stencil. I've got all my stencils out everywhere. Oh, let's do this one. This would be a good pattern over this background. It's my small diamonds stencil. All right, so I'm not doing the whole thing because I'm going to take it away. And then I want a different color. I still have some teal there, so I'm going to take the diamond bar stamp. Oh, cool. Stamping away. Kind of just adding a little bit. All right, so let me clean this off. All right, what do we want? A purple? Probably now. Oh yeah, you know, that wouldn't be good. Thank you so much for coming and watching the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Well, you know, our dogs are rescues. Oreo, we were the third family to take him in. He's a Chinese crested, and they have a tendency to be a little high strung, and all the other people didn't understand his personality. So they were doing things like shoving him in a bathroom and locking the door on him. And then the last person that had him claimed that, well, Oreo loves to be outside. No, he didn't. He did not. I'm going to use the Romantic Swirl. I think that's right. Romantic Swirl. And I've changed to a turquoisey type color. Just adding a little patterning. Go across here. Okay, now I'm just playing. It's just, you know, filling in the space with whatever Okay, I think I like that. Yeah, Hercules loves to sunbathe. He'll go out and sit in the sun. Yellow? You want some yellow? Okay, we need yellow. All right, let me get a yellow. I gotta find a yellow that I want to use. Yellow. This one's called Sunflower. Okay, I'm gonna get a different dauber here. And let me find, I want some other pattern. So what kind of pattern? That yellow is really bright, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to it just to kind of tone it down. Okay, that kind of tones it down a little bit. All right, so I need another stamp texture. I wonder if I've got it. I've been redoing my stamps. I've been putting them in these clear envelopes, and I haven't finished doing all of them. I just got a package of 50 that I want to do. I think I want to do this. So I've got to go through and transfer them all. I think we're going to do the I'm going to do the Letters from Home rubber stamp. Put it on an acrylic block. I'll get a dauber and I'm going to daub over this. It's only paint, so if we don't like it, it's no big deal. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of... Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. You see that? Just kind of a real subtle pattern. This is kind of cool. All right, so you can use your acrylic paint and pretend that you're got a stamp pad. Put this one right here. And then let's put one there. And maybe right there. I like it. All right, so I'm going to clean my stamp off. You like your space? Okay, sorry. The raffle. It's time. Sorry. Time to do the raffle. Whew. I'm tired, I guess. I don't know. We're going to let that soak. All right. We're going to pick a winner. What do y'all think? Do you like it? I think now we could go in with black. Maybe that's what I'll do is get... this one is called... what is that? French script. We're going to use this one. French script. All right, y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. Thank you, Naomi. She can text me. She does do that. Do not throw your phone. Okay, so let's pick a winner of the goodie box from Robin. The second winner is Cricket. Congratulations. All right, we're going to reset this. Go yes. And we're going to go here and do... Oh, wait. I need that text. Copy. All right, so this is the last raffle we're going to do. If you donated, you get a chance to win one of my subscription boxes. We've got Robin, Jennifer, Suzanne, Janice, Cricket, Sandra, Lori, Rhonda, Sandra L, Mary Kay's Artful Journey, Kathy Orlando, Terry, and Barb Dingwell. All right, y'all enter for that. And I'm going to finish adding some distress or archival ink. So I'm just going to kind of stamp this using my hand instead of a block. And I'm just kind of rotating it around. So it kind of just gives us some patterning. What do you think? Your paint need to be wetter. And another tip is you could spray your stamp with water before you put the paint on it, which will kind of help it move and it'll kind of make it blurry. All right, what do you think of that as a background paper? I like it. It's kind of fun. All right, let's put that over here. Let me lay out some of the papers we made because I need to go use the facilities. So you can kind of see some of the pages that I made so far today. A bunch of pages. Oops. And I will do a tutorial on the foil. Let me know what you think. I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. As long as you know, Robin. As long as you know who the winners are. The enterers. Okay. I'm back. Washed my hands. They're still wet. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. To finish a journal. Good job, Janice. I hope it does. Thank you so much. You love the colors? It's been fun, you know. Here's some more that I did. So this was also from today. And this is from today. And some of these are stuck. But that's okay. We'll fix it. This is one I did today. Stamping and stenciling. So I'll go through these and I'll pick a few out that I think would be scan worthy. I really like this, the black and the silver over that pink background. That really turned out pretty. Polka dots. Funky little boxes. The stencil clubs. Some more stamping. Here is that black and pink. Using this different stencil clubs. And this is one I made yesterday. I used the alphabet stencil and one of the stencil clubs, the romantic swirl, and the diamond bar stamp on there. Thank you so much. It's just fun to create. Fun, fun, fun. I like this one. I'm going to take some pictures of these before I use them. All right. And then I'll show you some more that I made. So these are some that I made yesterday. So I did different techniques where I would apply paint, tattered angels, the stencil. This is the circle stencil. Funky little boxes. So now I get to clean all my stencils and put them away. As you can see there, I kind of have a theme of colors that I was using, but this one I repeated. It's a half sheet, but I just picked it up and moved it over and kept going with it. which one you should like. The favorite besides the red. This was stencils and stamping together. I really like this teal over the green. This is my number stencil. I thought that was kind of fun. Hard to work with red in journals. I understand that. Like the reds. This was some iridescent paint that was given to me at Creativation. And it's Pebo, P-E-B-O, high viscosity acrylic. This one's called Violent Blue Iridescent. And so it's got a real pretty, I don't even know if y'all can see the shimmer that's on there. I really like that paint. I'd like to have some more of that. This is my mid-modern century stencils. This one is too a mid-modern century stencil. Stencil Club. Stencil Club. Stencil Club. Positive vibes. You love the big numbers? Thank you. I like them too. I'm having fun making stencil patterns. If there's a pattern that I can draw or I can find an image that you would like for me to make into a stencil, let me know. If I can figure out a way to turn it into a stencil, I'll do it. I guess I can leave those there for now. Kind of fanned out. All right, well, we're going to do the last raffle here in just a moment. So those of you that donated or your proxy, make sure you get in on the raffle. Yeah, all of these are my stencils. Oh no, I have to refresh. Yes, every stencil that I've shown is available in my shop. I try to do my best to shout out the names of them, but pretty much if you go to my website and in the search bar, you could put number stencil and it should pull up. You could put alphabet stencil. If you're looking for circle stencil, type that in and you'll get all the circle stencils. Okay. All right. You hope I scan all of those? All right. Well, I'll sit down and scan them in. Several of these I really like. I really like how they turned out. All righty. If you donated, we got Barb, Terry, Kathy K, McKay, Mary K. Couldn't get that out. Mary Kay, Sandra L, Rhonda Bennett, Lori Merchant, Sandra Lewis, Cricket, Janice Brammer, Suzanne Roberts, the Mrs. Edmondson, and Robin. Need some new freebie pages? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you love the circles too? When you become a member of my Artistic Stencil Club, it's $19.99 a month. And then, if you would like to order stencils, so you place your first order, then you can order additional stencils for 20% off in my shop. So, if you're looking to add to your stencil collection, that is by far, in my opinion, the least expensive way to do so. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 people. There's twice on one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people. I just sent some out, Naomi. I haven't turned it back on in the shipping in my shop yet for Australia because I want to make sure that the packages arrive. So I've sent one to Julie and to another lady that ordered from Australia. So once I know that, I will let everybody know. You're very welcome, April. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's go to the giveaway. And the person who wins the creative subscription box that I have in stock, so you can have the Out to Sea, the Under the Sea, the steampunk kits, I don't know if I have a couple of the Christmas kits left. I have the Royal Peacock Christmas. What is it? Peacock Christmas. So any of those, just let me know. You can let me know via my website. Go there, create an account if you don't already have one, and then message me, say, hey, I want this kit, and that's what I'll send to you. All right, the winner is Robin Finnessy. You won. Well, that'll be easy. You just pick it up when you come stay here. Alrighty, everybody. Well, I have some tutorials that I'll be putting together this week a little bit. There'll be some more for the Bridal Farms kit from Calico Collage. So I've got some tutorials I've already recorded. I just got to edit and get those up. Next Monday will be a live premiere, meaning that the video will be recorded and will premiere live at 3:45 p.m. So you can still come and hang out and chat with everybody. And if I have internet, I will be in the chat with y'all. Robin says, no, pick again. All right, well, I'll pick one more. I'm going to pick another winner. The winner is, due to Robin's declining, Sandra Lewis. Sandra, just message me which kit you would like to have. She has all the boxes, Robin says. But you may want a second one. You entered. All right, Sandra, if I don't hear from you, I'll send you a message and find out. So next Monday will be recorded. I haven't decided which one it's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be me putting together the Bridal Farms or if it's going to be doing something with all these mixed media papers. I may do something with all these mixed media papers and record that for you. Alrighty, well, I'm going to get off here. Henry should be home here in a little bit. We'll have some dinner and relax for the night. And then get up early tomorrow and have to go back to work at the embroidery shop and helping Henry. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Of course, if you have any comments or questions, do feel free to use that comment box down below. You should see links in the description box to my shop where you can find all the stencils that I used today. I greatly appreciate your support. By sharing my video or anybody's video that you enjoy, it helps us be seen by others. If you could share our channel, and if you comment on videos that you enjoyed, it also helps the YouTuber. So do that, okay? And I know I didn't say it today, but I want to appreciate all of you that have YouTube channels. You know what the work is to do all of this. And even though I didn't shout out at the beginning, thank y'all for creating content for us to enjoy. And next Monday, make sure you speak up in the chat and say, hey, I have a channel. All right. He wasn't home waiting for it. Not yet. He's not here yet. I did. Y'all, for a change. Well, y'all have an amazing week, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorials. Y'all take care. Lots of love to everybody. Bye. Thank you so much. It's my birthday all month. Bye-bye.